Now, the Trump administration is planning to give up the role of the NATO command. That has been the United States' responsibility for the last 75 long years. Now, according to NBC News, that cites two U.S. defense officials who are familiar with the planning, the Pentagon reportedly is undertaking a major overhaul of the U.S. military's combatant commands and headquarters. That includes giving up the control of NATO's Supreme Allied Commander for Europe, also called SACEUR, a command that started with the then World War II hero and the future American President Dwight Eisenhower. Since then, a four-star U.S. general has been overseeing all NATO military operations in Europe. The move to give up SACEUR, if it happens, will be a major symbolic shift in the balance of power in NATO, which many believe will also be an indication of the United States walking away from the alliance. The report comes amidst Trump repeatedly criticizing the NATO members for not meeting the goal of defense spending. Now, Trump's threat has also raised the question whether the United States will remove its nuclear weapons from Europe. Ever since the advent of nuclear arms, Europe has been protected by an American nuclear umbrella. Now, it was the United States that promised NATO allies that any nuclear aggression by the Soviet Union and later by Russia would be answered with a barrage of U.S. missiles which are stored in Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Italy and Turkey. Meanwhile, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's efforts to unite Europe against the backdrop of Russian aggression has suffered a serious setback after France blocked the United Kingdom's defence companies from access to a €150 billion European fund, also known as the Security Action for Europe SAFE scheme. Now, according to a European Commission proposal, the fund can be used to buy arms from European arms companies only and not from the United Kingdom, the United States and Turkey. Further, the proposal has said that the EU funds can be utilised to purchase British weapons if Starmer signs a security pact with Brussels, something that France has tied to its fishing rights. Now, the French opposition came as Keir Starmer was preparing to host a summit of European military chiefs to discuss the deployment of international troops to Ukraine. This while the French President Emmanuel Macron recently urged the European nations must act united and has positioned himself alongside Keir Starmer at the forefront to rearm Europe after Trump administration's recent remarks on NATO's Article 5.